We're parked on the easement road out here at the south, I guess, southwest side of Tract 7 at Hawks Roost. Skid loader's actually parked on the property. The guys have been out here. We just got these tracts, and the guys are out here kind of straightening up the roads. Hawks Roost was recently logged. What we've decided to do, instead of holding the property for a year or two like we often do with a logged property, is we're just going to sell them as they are, drop the price way on down, and give everybody a chance to maybe get more acreage than they thought they could. As you've seen on the videos and on the drone videos, every tract at Hawks Roost had logging to some extent. Some were heavily logged, some were lightly logged. Most of them, since we are talking about large tracts, most of them have a mix of everything. You've got spots where there was heavy logging, spots where there really wasn't any logging at all, and then everything in between. So here by the road, you can see that the logging was pretty substantial. Well, there's some parts that look pretty good. We've got some nice trails on this tract. We just did the drone video for 7 earlier today, and there is some good timber here on the south side. The middle appears to be where it was heavily logged, although there are actually some trees remaining there as well. And then on the east side, there's a really nice cedar glade with some big mature cedar trees, which is beautiful. But I mean, with logging, a couple good things come with that. One of them is it opens up views that have never existed. This view to the north here, really, really pretty. I mean, we see this on properties that have been recently logged, and usually what we do is we'll go in and you can see these 3 or 4 trees that kind of break the horizon. We'll go ahead and cut those, and I mean, just a view like out of a magazine. That's what you'd have here. That would be gorgeous. You certainly could leave the trees, obviously, and still enjoy the view, but I tend to like the uninterrupted view. So there are a few benefits that come with the logging. If you wanted to do some pasture or a large yard or a garden, the first step, of course, is to remove the larger trees. That's already done here. So if you want a property with big mature timber, we do that as well. This just happens to be one without a bunch of big mature timber and a much lower price. So you're going to have some great views. Very, very private out here, and a great area for wildlife. Awesome area in general, near the National Forest, North Fork River, Bryant Creek, about 20 miles from a town in just about every direction. So there's plenty of stuff going on out here. Check out the drone video as well. That gives a good overview of the property. Keep in mind that within the next 1 to 2 years, this will look completely different. It takes about, well, another way to phrase it is the first 2 years after a property's been logged is the most massive difference year to year. It takes 1 to 2 years for these limbs and tops to kind of rot away. These remaining trees will grow at a phenomenal rate without the competition from the other trees. I mean, their root system, all that stuff's already in place. They just now don't have to compete with all the other trees, so they'll grow very quickly, and you will have tens of thousands of young trees that spring up immediately. So you get that ground cover, you get the remaining trees, which become extremely, they grow extremely quickly. And then obviously probably the biggest eyesore is these limbs and these tops, but those literally just rot away within a couple years. It's a very overcast day, so this is not only the worst the property will ever look, but possibly the worst day for a video. So with that, if you come to view the property this summer with the skies blue and all the leaves are out, you'll be very impressed because you've seen it at its worst. Tract 7 at Hawks Roost. Check us out at InstantAcres.com.